Hey, good morning. This is Bob from Trade Genius, 16th of September, and a lot of people are asking me because there's no like really futures market in the the crypto market. How can you hedge a position without selling? And one of the things that I think people don't really grasp. I mean, I think some people do, but these are simply currencies, okay, for the most part. And I'm talking about the major guys. I'm talking about Ethereum, Litecoin, Bitcoin. Ethereum's a little different animal in and of itself because it has a utility beyond just being a currency because it's also a platform. But it these things are responding to interest rates and to the dollar. And I'm just going to show you something here. So the market started to get hinky, um, right here on the 7th and 8th, and then it really started to spill on the 11th. Okay, and then it made a big bottom on the 15th. Now I'm going to show you the dollar index. I'll get to TBT in a second. Okay, so on the 8th here, the dollar bottomed. Okay, and it pushed all the way up until the on the 14th, and then overnight it collapsed. Well, guess what? Guess when Bitcoin and Litecoin and those guys made a bottom, right? See, look at this. See? Okay. Collapsed on the 11th, overnight on the 15th to the 16th, it made a bottom and popped. Alright, so I'm going to show you something else. So then you have, so how can you trade it? Look at TBT. Okay, 11th. Okay, topped on the 15th. Look at TNX. Okay, bottom on the 8th. Alright, and then it topped here on the 15th. And the one I trade the most, and which really caught my eye, is I have a big position in wheat and precious metals. And on the 8th, we got a flip and a trend change. Okay, and it drove down. And on the 15th, it bottomed here. And this is subject also to another variable of the silver price. But I just want to just show you that there's ways in which you can hedge your positions and not just feel so helpless. You know, the market, don't let anybody fool you in terms of the fact that oh, this is just, you're going to wake up one day, it's going to be worth zero. It's not how this is going to work. Okay, it's gonna follow the laws of relative strength against competing commodities that have the same utility. So for like Bitcoin and Litecoin, it's going to be against the currency indexes. All right, and relative strength against that versus interest rates versus currencies versus gold and silver, and that's what's going to be the way in which this is going to get valued in the future. Over time, unless they figure a way to counterfeit Bitcoin and Litecoins, is that this will win out in the long term unless they simply try to outlaw completely. And I'll talk about that in another video, which is going to be pretty much impossible. There's too many competing interests around the world that will not support that move. And so there's going to be warning signs for you to take profit. And also you can just use simple technical analysis to add and reduce, just like you do any other investment. This is not, some of it you can just stick away. Like, hey, I'll Rumpelstiltskin this thing and I'll look at it in 10 years. That's okay. People do that with a lot of things. But if you want to trade this and build wealth on it on a relative strength basis, that technical analysis works very well in terms of adding and reducing. Or you can do what I do. I do that, and I drip in every week. And so I'm always dedicating new capital into this until I get to a point where I earn enough of a percentage of my total asset base against it. And I probably have another year to go before I put enough capital in where I think I have enough. So I just thought I'd share that with you. I'm going to do another video a little bit later on gold, silver, and the miners, because I think my view on the Fed is that they can't get hawkish. I think they'll bring the house down, and if they do, between September and December will be the most brutal stock market you'll ever see in your life, because that's been the mother's milk. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later, and thought you'd appreciate looking at some options for you in terms of how to hedge your crypto positions. Catch you guys later. Bye bye.